Hey, everybody, welcome back to World of Game Design and another creative interview. My name is Zach. I'm your host, and I'm joined today by my friend Patrick Reese from the Dungeon Epic line. How you doing, Patrick?
Hey, Zach, I'm doing good. Glad
Uh,
to be here.
Good. So we talked last time. You did an adventure on Kickstarter called Southwoods Gold, and that did really well. It's just another short, digital only sort of a project. And now you're coming back for round two with an adventure called A Very First Heist. What can you tell me about this new adventure that you're putting out?
Yeah, well, it's a first level adventure or upscalable up to tier one if you want to. And the idea is basically to have a nice little starting adventure where it's not just all about combat. And this is mainly more about infiltration, social encounters, and a nice mechanic if you just want to have something fun.
Right on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So a heist is what I gather from looking at the title. Is that what's the story premise largely about? What's the pitch?
So it's basically about the characters get a contract from a client, and they are about to procure a relatively valuable object from an underground auction. And they have several ways to do that. They can either take the money they get from the client to try and auctioneer the item by manipulating everybody else in the auction, or they can sneak in and become part of the staff or guards and try to maybe find a way to steal the item.
Hmm. Yeah, I noticed that one of the things that you're offering on this Kickstarter is what you call an auction mechanic. That sounds interesting.
Yes. So basically, the idea is that I offer the adventure plus somewhat of an adventure neutral mechanic to it. The mechanic itself obviously is included in the adventure and used in the adventure. But if you want to, you can take the mechanic as standalone, as a design specifically this way, and implement it in a different adventure or design it to your own needs.
That's cool. That's cool. So you'll have and I think you even have a tier where you can just get the mechanic if you don't want the full adventure.
Yeah, sure. I mean, most of the times you have the $1 tier for those people that are interested. This time, actually, the $1 tiers, even those people get some.
Right on. Sweet. Uh, I'm excited. Okay, so if people want to back this, you have a couple of different levels. I think it looks like there's, like I said, the auction level mechanic where you can just pick up the new mechanism. You can pick up a very first heist on its own. You can pick it up with the previous Southwoods Gold if you've missed that, and also then you got a bundle deal like last time where you
Yeah.
can get several different things, and that's cool.
Well, last time people seemed to be very interested in the bundle deal as well. So this time we also offered the bundle deal, but with different things. So people that backed last time also have something new this time.
Right on, right on. So it seems like you've got a trend going here. You kind of have a plan going forward as far as like, are you trying to build, tell a certain chain of stories, or are these all like kind of? I guess what I'm asking is, are these all building towards something larger, or are these individual adventures that they can just drop in wherever?
I mean, obviously they can be dropped in wherever you want to. They are standalone one shots if you want them to be. But they are actually building for two things. First, obviously, is our Dungeon Epics world
Hmm.
that kind of we fill with content, and the other thing is that a very first Ties builds a small storyline around four adventures, which is an ancient lost artifact which gets pieced together. And in the first two parts, or in every part, uh, the characters stumble upon those pieces at the first two parts, not knowing what they are and what they're even dealing with, but finding out that they're kind of be involved in those kind of grander scheme in the at the end of the series.
Oh, I like that. Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to it. This is I one of my favorite types of adventures to run is a heist. And even if it's just a simple heist, I mean, sometimes the simpler the better. And one of the very first things that I DM'd was an auction house adventure. So this appeals to me on several levels. Well, Patrick, thanks a lot for chatting with me for a little bit, and good luck with your Kickstarter.
Thank you very much.